strangest thing goes on. I come down to film down here, and if I try and film on my own, it just doesn't work. So when I hit the go live button and pump it out to YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and God knows where else, it actually works. So right now I'm filming a clip that I'm going to do a light edit on, and it's all about what I can do in the home studio. And this is a bit of a promotional piece for my speaker bureau partners and meeting planners and others who are booking me to give them a sense of just what it is we can accomplish. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go live, film it, record it, do a light edit, throw a little music track on it. And I usually find that this works in one take. On this one, I'm using two camera angles. I'm going to be talking to that spot there, and I'm going to be talking to camera number 2 over there. So I hope it works. Deep breath. Here goes. Hi, I'm futurist Jim Carroll. I've been on stage for over 25 years speaking about the future trends, innovation, and disruptive ideas. And look, over time, I've had some absolutely fabulous stages. I was in Las Vegas, and they actually built me the bridge of the Enterprise for one particular presentation. But now, obviously, our world has changed. Hey, how's that Zoom thing going for you with your virtual meetings? You notice how bad it is and how many speakers there are that are literally just zooming it in. They're showing up and they're doing some sort of talking head thing. And look, people are getting bored and it's not working. So when this thing began, I started working incredibly hard to build this home broadcast studio. And this has been a massive technological voyage, but it's also been a fascinating voyage in that I'm learning how to recreate, insightful content, exciting content, and motivation in this small space that I have to share with you out there, because we need to do this. So let's talk about what's possible. Number one, if you're looking for a virtual speaker, think about what really matters, and that's experience. Over 25 years, I've had organizations like the PGA of America, NASA has had me in twice to speak to a room full of astronauts. The Walt Disney Organization, one of the most creative organizations on the planet, they had me in for a talk about creativity and innovation. Look, what you are getting when you are bringing in a speaker via a virtual event is you're getting experience if you are picking the right person. The second thing is you need to make sure that you have a message that matters. Over this period of time, I've become known for the customization that I do. I want to understand what your issues are. What do we need to get your people on the end of this virtual webinar thinking about, and how do we need to really stress to them the issues that matter? I do a tremendous amount of research. I will access a research database that literally gets me into tens of thousands of customized articles. That's what I've become known for in the industry. And somehow I'm managing to capture the energy of being in front of 5,000 people in Las Vegas into this little virtual studio space here, because as you can see, I've built this incredible capability to have multimedia, to have video, to have all kinds of things happening on the screen around me. And we know we need to do that because look, people in an online webinar, people on a Zoom call in a GoToMeeting, they have no attention span left. It was said that a typical goldfish today has a longer attention span than a human. We need to do something different in a virtual setting because people are only a mouse click away from getting away from the content. And that's why we need to do this thing where we're hitting them with all kinds of different content in a different setting, really capturing their interest. So think about what we can do. What I can do for you in the old world, I used to do a lot of interactive discussion panels. After my keynote, I would lead a discussion with people on stage. Well, I can bring in Skype guests to my talk and include that interactive panel discussion as part of what I'm doing with my virtual event. What is also very possible, obviously, is a lot of Q&A. I've got a whole bunch of tools by which I can get instant feedback, instant questions from individuals participating in the virtual event and respond to them in real time. And what I've already learned in several virtual events I've done is I've got to set in several breakpoints every 5 to 7 minutes to bring in that Q&A to keep them engaged, to keep them interested, to keep them thinking about what is going on. Polling, we can poll your audience. On stage, I would use a tool called Poll Everywhere, and people would use their cell phones to respond to several questions that I would put up on the screen. Well, I can do that in this virtual world as well. We can throw up a whole series of polls and people can come back in and they can vote on some sort of issue that I am hitting with. We need to engage them in new and different ways because, and look, I mean, the PowerPoint is your thing. We can do PowerPoint. I can bring in a PowerPoint deck and I can walk through the deck step by step, slide by slide with a little picture-in-picture thing that is happening here to keep them engaged. The key point is we can do it all. You need content that is refreshing, that is relevant, that is different, that is getting them thinking in a new and different way. But wait, there's more. One thing I was doing for a lot of my clients was I was doing a lot of customized video presentation material for them. I've got an overseas video producer, and I would, for example, go into an agricultural conference and I would film a specialized video about trends occurring in the world of agriculture. We can do that too. We can do it all. You need to do innovative things to really, enhance what you're trying to do to educate, inspire, and lead your team into the future. And what I have done is I have invested well over 1,000 hours in going live, in understanding the format, in understanding what I can accomplish, working with all the opportunities that this small space brings to me in taking your event to the next level. Because there is one thing your online Zoom calls with a bunch of people in a conference and some speaker droning on in a monotone, it's not going to cut it. You can't beat a world where somebody's zooming it in. I'm the guy who's going to bring you a session, and I'm going to do it in the space of this green screen studio. This behind me here is my canvas of creativity. I've got the tools, I've got capabilities, I've got the motivation, I've got the insight, I've got 25 years of stage experience that I can bring to your event to inspire your people to align themselves to a world in which the future belongs to those who are fast. Check me out, give me a call, and let me bring you in for a tour of my home green screen studio to show you what's actually possible. And there we go. Think I nailed it. Only thing is I got my knee showing here, so I'm going to have to take that out in post-edit. But, I think one take, and we're good to go. Thanks for watching.